things that every actor needs to spend money on. The question is, how much money? In this video, we're going to talk about how much you need to invest to start an acting career. Headshots. Now, it's no secret in this industry you must have good marketing materials in order to be seen and called into the room, and even to book. Now, you want to make sure your headshot is a great representation of you. It looks fantastic, and to get one like that, it might cost you anywhere between $300 and $800. Now, it is not necessary for you to go out and spend $800, especially if you are looking to build a child's career. Children change very often. You might have to redo your headshots a lot more often than an adult would, and so you don't want to go out and shell out hundreds of dollars because you're going to have to do it again pretty soon. Now, once you have your headshots, that's not all of the costs associated with your headshots. Your headshot photographer will take the photos, they will not print the photos for you, which means once you have the photos, you take those beautiful JPEGs and you take them off to a printing service. And you're gonna print, to start off, maybe 25 headshots. If you want, you can always print more. It's gonna start at around $70 and it can go up to maybe $150, $200, depending on how many prints you want. You'll also have to print out your resume, which can cost anywhere from like 2 cents to 5 cents a page, unless you have a home printer that you wanna use, or unless you're printing your resumes at work. I'm not judging. Those are all of the associated costs when it comes to getting your headshots and resumes together. Classes. Now, honestly, this should be number one. I don't know why it's not number one. It should be number one. You can't do anything with your student if they haven't taken classes. You need to have a skill base to build off of. Even if they're really, really young and their job really is to go look like the parents that have already been hired and be really cute, they still need to have an understanding of what to do in front of the camera, how to behave, and how to turn on and off. So you want to make sure that you get your student into a class that's going to help hone their skills and make them a better performer. This can cost you anywhere between $800 and $3,000, so you want to pick wisely. Casting websites. You will not be called in for any auditions if you are not on a casting website, because casting directors won't know how to find you. So these cost anywhere from $15 to $20 a month. If you pay for the year, it's a little bit cheaper. This is a non-negotiable. You have to pay for it. If you're unsure which casting sites to go and look at, there's a link above that you can see all of my top casting sites that I suggest you start on. A reel, an acting reel. This is footage of you or your child acting, so that when they get the submission, they can see what you can do before they call you into the room. Now, you can totally do this for free. If you focus on booking independent films and student films at the beginning, there is no cost. You work for those people, you get the footage back, you slice it up, you put it together, and you send it off. Now, if you don't want to wait the time that it's going to take to audition for student films, to get cast in a student film, to then have the production finished, then edit, slice it, and send it to you, it can take a long time. If you don't want to do that, then you can pay someone to do your footage for you. That can cost anywhere between $800 and $2,000, $3,000, depending on what you're looking for and what you want to do. If you get the footage from independent films and student films, your next step would be cutting up all of those scenes and putting them together, creating different options. One option is to have a long 1-minute reel where it has different takes of different personalities that you can send to an agent or manager to get representation. The other choice is to have a few different clips that you can put onto your casting sites that you can upload individually to certain jobs as they're asking for submissions. If this is not something that you think you can technically do, then that's another investment that you're gonna have to make. You're gonna have to pay someone to put those clips together and make a reel for you. You are going to need something to help make your self-tapes look professional. Right now I have 2 lights in front of me. When I do my self-tapes, I use my 2 lights. I also use my colored backdrop because I'm a photographer and I have tons of it around, so why not? but you might not need all of that. You might not want all of that. What you do need is you need a tripod, and it can be for your iPhone or your Android, whatever you use, that's fine. You just need to have something to make it nice and steady, and you need to shoot landscape. So that's an investment of maybe like $15 to get a tripod that looks really good, that's gonna hold your camera nice and steady. Now, if you have a white wall that you can stand in front of, perfect. You don't want a background like I have here. This is too distracting. You want a simple white wall. If you have that, perfect. If not, you're probably gonna have to invest about $40 in a backdrop. A pop-up backdrop is nice. It's gonna be tall enough for you to stand up and perform in front of, and then you can also pop it down really small and it'll disappear. This is how big it is. It's not that big, it's pretty small. Now that's really enough to get started. If you think that you're gonna be filming in an area that doesn't have enough natural light, then maybe you want to invest in a light. Really, if you're just starting off, I would make sure you do all your self-tapes when there's some natural sunlight going on. Make sure they're facing a window so that the light is hitting their face and you get a nice, clean, crisp shoot. Whew, that was a lot. That was a lot, right? Go ahead, tell me in the comments below, how many things have you already invested in? How many things you still need to invest in? What are you kind of on the fence about? Let me know, I wanna know. And if you don't know already, I am a wealth of knowledge. I am here to help you answer any questions that you might have. Let me know. I'm a headshot photographer. If you need to do headshots, let me know. I'd be happy to shoot your young talent or you, give you some headshots that are gonna scream to the casting directors how amazing you are. If you are interested in taking classes in New York City, I teach tons of places and we have lots of different opportunities for you to join us. And if you're looking for a demo reel, I have tons of companies that I work with that come into the summer camps that I teach, and your child would leave with footage for their demo reel. You see, I'm just trying to help you out. I'm trying to give you the things that you need. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. I love you. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, wishing you love, light, and all that jazz.